As a result of additional fire closures, the entire route for day 9 had been reconstructed since we had started the tour. So we were provided a PDF document with written instructions of the route for day 9. But since we've been out riding the tour and the days are long, we just hadn't had time yet to sit down and look at those instructions and a map and figure out the route. So we took an hour that morning and figured out the route for the day, and then we were on our way. So from Superior, we would end up riding almost 40 miles up the old Milwaukee grade. It was an old train track that paralleled the interstate up to Silver Creek Road. After making the turn onto Silver Creek Road, we almost immediately got to the day 9 bonus section. We still needed to obtain an additional point in case there was any errors with our track. So we jumped on the bonus section, which was Dominion Peak Trail. Now this trail, it climbed almost immediately, as soon as you got on it, it climbed up to the top of the ridge. And we'd ride the ridge over to State Line Trail. At State Line Trail, we would hang a right, and it was just a short ways to the first challenge point of the day, which was State Line Trail. And as we were approaching the challenge point location, it had started raining, and it looked like we were going to be in for a wet one today.
Alright, we just left St. Regis, Montana, where we topped off with gas. Now we're on a forest road that kind of parallels the interstate. We still got a while ways to Okay, day 9, we're still on the 808 bonus section, but we're up at the top now and coming up on the rejoin of the nominal route. It's been a fun trail. It's technical in the sense it's got big hill climb, lots of switchbacks, but it's a nice trail. That was a good addition for the tour, and it's a good bonus. just keeps on giving, doesn't she?
Next, it would be a short 7 miles down the St. Joe Divide Trail to the next challenge point of the day, Stevens Peak. Now that 7 miles was pretty slow going. As soon as we had left State Line Trail challenge point, it started raining much harder. We had to be kind of careful going across that ridge. There's a lot of exposure, and you're on some skinny 2-track or single track, and yeah, it was a little slick. And, as you approach the Stevens Peak challenge point, again, it's a lot steeper than the GoPro shows, and it's a very skinny trail, and it's just covered with bear grass, which is slick when it's dry.
Okay. Day 9, State Line Trail. We just got our State Line Trail challenge point. Now we're headed over to Stevens Peak. And our second challenge point of the day. The rest of the day, it's all been rerouted and redone because of fires. So they never really made up those challenge point pictures, so not exactly sure what we're supposed to do on that. So we'll just take a few shots on each new trail that looks cool and call it good. At this point in the tour, I think you've proven everything. So got to verify our tracks, make sure, but I feel confident we've rode the route as recommended, so I don't think we're going to have an issue there, at least yet. It's raining today, a little cooler, it's just sprinkling right now. Of course, I don't mind the cooler weather's kind of nice. Doesn't get cold and rain harder. Okay. Yeah, double check the original route. This is going down pretty good. A good one. Pretty good for a four-wheeler trail. Lucky us, we get Stevens Peak in the rain. Good times, I can't see shit. It's perfectly fine. Just a rock wedge in the rain, no biggie. Worn out tires. Good stuff. Day 9. Alright, we are turning right on the Stephen Peak Trail. I think Mike knows this spot, if I recall correctly. And I'm off to a wonderful start. Everything's wet, so Mike was saying that buffalo grass was slick. And it was dry when they went through, so I'm sure it's really good today. We're just gonna take it nice and slow. It's wet. I'm exhausted. No mistakes. This was a bonus section, the original route, but with all the fire crap, now it's become a mandatory. We've been pretty lucky with the weather. Hit Stevens Peak in the range, probably not lucky. But we just work through it. That's what you got to do.
Leaving Stevens Peak, we were headed for Mastodon Mountain. The rain had started to pick up a little bit more as we continued on the St. Joe Divide Trail. Although we didn't know it at the time, we were in for a real special treat for the remainder of the day. The remaining single track trails in this area that were just put on the tour for the reroute were just fantastic trails. They were all technical, but they were really fun trails. So we continued on the St. Joe Divide Trail over Moon Pass, and then we went down the Cedar Mountain Trail. Once we made the turn off Cedar Mountain Trail, things got really good. The Cedar Mountain Trail, the Cedar Creek Trail, and the Slate Peak Trail would get us to the next challenge point of the day in Mastodon Mountain. Again, these trails were just excellent. And Mastodon Mountain's not technically a challenge point, but since we weren't given any, I just used it because it was a pretty spot.
Alright, we've made it across the single track, across Stevens Peak. And we're about to start the descent, I think. And it's raining and socked in for good, just right now. We're not starting our descent yet. Holy moly. Alright, so we've made it off of Stevens Peak. Now we're on Slate Creek Trail. And yes, it's still raining and we're soaked to the bone. Hopefully we can power through and finish up this day. We got 5 more trails maybe. Something like that. It's not a first trail. I think it was trail 9. Now we're on trail 4. We stopped at the end of that, put on another layer, some dry gloves, and we're back to rolling again. Rain seems to be letting off. Hopefully it's gonna clear out. Yeah. Well, that would have been a bad switchback. Is that slick? Jesus. What the hell was that? I don't know what that was, but jeez. Woo. Yeah. I got a big tree in the main trail. And the slick side hill wet. Try to just hit it or just get up there and lift it?
What's it?
Should I try to hit it or just get it up there and lift it?
Just get close to me. Got the log down there.
Wait this outside. Nicely done, sir. Yeah, baby. Good trails. Woo! Alright, we gotta get a picture here. Hold on, it didn't take.
Fingers. Not enough warmth to take a fucking picture. Oh, Lord.
After reflecting on how good of a time we were having, we were off to the next challenge point of the day, Bad Tom. So we would leave Mastodon Mountain, continuing on the Slate Peak Trail, till we took a right turn on Dam Creek number 10. The Dam Creek Trail followed along the Dam Creek, and it was a really pretty trail in this area. We took the Dam Creek until we got to the Bad Tom Trail. The Bad Tom, I think, earned its name. That trail starts off immediately climbing, and it's a difficult climb, but it's a hoot at the same time. Despite riding in the rain and being a little bit cold all day, the trails were so good that it just didn't matter. They really did a great job putting this section of trail together. So we start up the Bad Tom Trail, and like I said, it was fun. Then up to the top where we'd stop and get our final so-called challenge point picture of the day on Bad Tom Mountain. Bad Tom would be our last bit of single track for the day.
Pretty country right here. Day 9, we're on I think the last of the single track for the day. We're going to drop out and go into Wallace. We get in early and to meet Donna and have a good meal. views here are just terrible. One, two, three.
Swing.
Huh? Okay. So I need to swing this some bitch wide, I think. Just gotta do a turn. I missed that brake. I broke my left-hand rear brake bracket. I missed that sucker already. It's very handy, especially on them switchbacks. Bad, Tom, bad.
So from Bad Tom, we would be on the Divide Trail just for a minute, and then we would take Cranky Gulch down to the main road. Once we hit the main road, it's just a short little ride into Wallace, and our first chance to get to meet Donna. Donna at the Ryan Hotel, she's amazing. Wallace is a really, really neat place. I would highly recommend checking it out sometime.
Alright, we just rolled off. We went up, what was it? Nasty Tom? Bad Tom, and then we went down Cranky Gulch. And we're done with day 9. We're rolling into Wallace. Excited to go meet Donna. And he got these wet clothes. I got water just standing in my boots. Looks like we gotta go left and then right, and we're there. Against the curb. I'm gonna back right up to you. I might end up having to lean this against yours tonight or something. Huh?
Who would have thought?
Woo! Look who's here. Oh my goodness.
Hello! We made it!
Wow.
What an epic day. He changed the route, so we just hauled Bud up here, and then we rode here all day.
Tracking you. Holy cow, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You made it.
We did. Not like last year. Woo.
Pick it up like last year.
Did you run into any of the fires?
No, we've dodged all the fires,
It's on that side and you stay on.
but we didn't outrun the rain today.
We are so grateful to have just a little bit of rain.
Yeah, for sure.
You want to do a picture outside or inside?
Wherever, it doesn't matter.
What's going to capture the moment when you guys are there?
Capture the moment.
Yeah, let's do it right now.
We'll do it out here.
Okay.
Try to not get you too wet.
Me? Don't worry about it.